Why do some Welsh people look Mediterranean? This Mediterranean look is tanned, light or brown eyes, and dark hair, sometimes curly. Now in Wales we are told, no, this couldn't possibly be indigenously Welsh. This is from some other later invading group. However, research actually shows this is from indigenous DNA that was here before the Romans and is prehistoric, meaning the DNA of Welsh people has been in the British Isles since before history was recorded. Now it begs the question of what was going on before history was recorded in the most recent 2,000 years. Well, our ancestors of Western Europe, so Wales, Ireland, Spain, Italians, all share a similar percentage of this indigenous DNA. Now it's made up of both the Western hunter-gatherer, tanned, light eyes and dark hair, but also European farmer from the Anatolian region, which is modern-day Turkey. And so a greater mix of these two groups, Western hunter-gatherer and European farmer, made for a darker complexion and darker hair rather than some of the lighter blonde appearances that can be seen in those with Germanic ancestry, which would be the Anglo-Saxons. So Welsh and Mediterranean people look similar because they are genetically similar to each other, as they have a higher percentage of the indigenous DNA native to Western Europe. Now this DNA was better preserved in the Welsh mountains, as the mountains served as a natural defence from invaders. Now you try climbing up a Welsh mountain in the middle of winter and then try and colonise a group of people. It's just not going to be very effective. And so this DNA is better preserved in those groups from the mountains, which serve as their natural protection. Now, the same argument could be made for the Basque people in the Pyrenees Mountains, and the same with the Italians in the Dolomite region. And so these prehistoric nomadic hunter-gatherers may have settled in these mountain regions and learned to live and thrive, and once they did, they had a natural protection where others from coastal regions or flatter regions didn't have this same protection. And this geographical reasoning also explains why, but when the Anglo-Saxons invaded Britain, they settled more in the eastern areas, which were easier and flatter, and the indigenous Briton DNA was pushed westward into the mountains. So does this suggest that the most indigenous ancient DNA can be found in the mountain people? And this can also explain cultural similarities like the prevalence of red in the traditional way of both the Basque and the Welsh, along with other similarities like a reverence for music, with traditional dance and singing. So while these mountain groups might have been better protected from invading groups, they may have still mixed, but this may have been with other mountain cultures they seen while they were travelling. So the nomads from the mountains in Wales were attracted to the mountains in Italy to settle in these places and interact in the mountains a lot more than the people who were used to the coast or the grasslands and flat areas. So Welsh people have ancient DNA indigenous to Britain, and also DNA which is adapted specifically to the mountains, the harsh, cold, rainy mountains, which makes for strong, resilient and determined people.